Good morning, students. Today I will be explaining with the next part of the cash book, and this is the bank charges. I have already told you, I'm just repeating it, that bank charges are the charges charged by the bank, and in the cash book it is an expense. So if the entry would be bank charges account debit to bank, so the cash book it will appear as to by bank. Okay. Then bank charges on dishonored checks. Expenses charged by the bank on dishonored check will be added into the amount of the dishonored check itself. If any check is dishonored, say of 5,000, and there are charges of say 500, so now that amount of 500 will be added to the dishonored check, and it will be now 5,500. Then interest allowed by bank. Interest allowed means that you are receiving an income. So interest allowed is credited by the bank, increases the balance at the bank, and the entry for such therefore is recorded on the debit side of the bank column. Okay, to interest. Then interest charged by the banks, likewise the same interest, if it is charged by the bank, it is an expense to you. So expense to the business. So it is debited by the bank on the amount of the bank overdraft. The entry will be recorded in as on the credit side in the bank column. Now we will discuss here with the illustration number 6a, cash in hand and bank overdraft. So in cash in hand, you can see here in this illustration, from the debit side, I have already told you that cash book cash balance is always a debit balance. So to balance BD on the cash column, debit side 6,200. Then it says second one is overdraft. So by balance brought down, because it is an overdraft in the bank. So in your bank column, you will be showing it on the credit side. Then received a check from Hari and paid into the bank on the same day. So when the same day check is received, so directly bank account debit to Hari. So it will be to Hari, and the amount will be 1300. Likewise, you can see to the entries. If any clarification is required, you can ask me. Now the second thing that I want to explain here is about checks in hand thing. Checks in hand and check deposited into the bank. Now in this case, I'll take this illustration number 6a only, and here in this they have given the entry number 3, received a check from Vinod, and it is giving 3300. Received a check from Vinod and it is giving 3300. So what it will be, checks in hand. In your book, how it is shown, it is shown that checks in hand amount debit to Hari. But now the council has made a change that whenever you are receiving a check, it should not be treated as check in hand. Check in hand will now be treated as cash in hand. So it will be treated as cash. So when you are receiving any check from any person, so here received a check from Vinod, so it will be cash account debit to Vinod. This is the date when you have received a check. It is on the 3rd. Now when you are, if you look at the 5th April entry, March, that is April, check received from Vinod, deposited into the bank. Check received from Vinod, deposited into the bank. So here what will take place, that the cash that you have received will now be deposited into the bank. So what will be the entry, that whenever we deposit the cash into the bank, it is bank account debit to cash account. Is it clear? So bank account debit to cash account. Now this entry becomes a contra entry. this entry now becomes the contra entry. So the rules of contra entry will be to cash in bank column and buy bank in cash column, as I've already explained you this contra entry posting. So this is the main thing. Again, I want to say that whenever you are receiving a check, it is now, as per the council guideline, should not be treated as checks in hand, but it is treated as a cash, and then on the day it is deposited, it will be treated as a, or it will be made as a contra entry, and the rest is the same in this. Now as I move further, purchase goods and paid by check. So whenever you are purchasing goods and paying it by check, so buy purchases, freight paid in cash. So buy freight in cash column, goods sold for cash. So whatever the column they have given here, the cash column or check column, everything, it should be mentioned, it is mentioned here, so it should be directly be given in posted into that column. Sale proceed of April 8 deposited into the bank. Cash withdrew cash for private use. Withdrew checks for private use. Good purchase from Suresh on credit. Now on credit, it means that there is no cash transaction in here. So whenever there is no cash transaction, it will be recorded in the journal proper. You can see here next page, after making the cash book, whatever the entries that are left, it is to be posted into the journal proper. So purchases account debit to Suresh. Then 6, paid to Suresh by check. So paid to Suresh by check, how much you are paying here? It is 20, when you are paying the full payment here, 2500. So on date 16 by Suresh, 2500 in the bank column. Then received a check from Ajay, not banked. So this is again the case of checks in hand. So checks in hand account debit to Ajay, it is shown in your book, but now it will be cash account debit to Ajay. And on the date when you are depositing it, it should be now the contra entry, bank account debit to cash. Receive cash received from Ajay endorsed to Vijay. So this is a receiving of a check, so it will be a entry. We can see it on the next page on 20th. Vijay debit, when you are receiving checks in hand, debit to Ajay. So April 17. So it is not bank, so checks in hand account debit to Vijay, and then on the date when you are giving it to the third party, so it will be Vijay debit to checks in hand. So this is how it is made. Then receive check from Vijay and deposit to bank, again the bank column, cash receive this and check for cash sales. So 1000 will come in the cash column and 1200 for the cash sales. Then paid into bank. Here it is says that whatever the balance paid into bank is 10,000. So you are depositing money into 10,000. It is a contra entry, and contra entry are marked by a letters capital C in front of the entries, for the bank column or the cash column. Received a check from Prem and sent it to bank immediately. Bank notified that Prem check is dishonored. Bank charged 20 on this check. So on date of 26, when you are receiving a Prem check and sending it to bank, so the 26th entry will be to Prem, bank account debit to Prem. And on the date when it is dishonored on 28. So again what will happen, the 28th date entry will be by Prem. Okay, Prem account debit to bank, Prem account debit to bank. Now here you have received 4150 from Prem. Now as I have explained you that whatever the charges of dishonor are, it is to be added in that amount. So here in this amount 4150, 20 rupees are also added, and now Prem becomes a debtor to the extent of 4170. So you will again debit Prem account, he will again become your debtor. So Prem account debit to bank. Then Kishore deposit bank directly deposit to the bank, so direct deposit to Kishore. So bank account debit to Kishore, again bank will be debited, and bank has charged rupees 60 for bank charges and interest on overdraft. So this is the charge, this is an expense. So by interest and by bank charges, these are the two separate entities you can see. Okay, all for today now, all for now, we'll take in the next class.